Alright. This would have worked a lot better if I had remembered to mute myself on the headset instead of on my Stream Deck, because my Stream Deck is actually at the other end of the room. But hey, we can do this, and we're getting ready. Are you all as excited about playing this game as I am? Okay. Yeah, that sounds okay on stream, so I think we're good. Oh, we even have subtitles, that's nice. The subtitles call it a stream jack, but hey, I'm not picky. Alright. Horizon. Forbidden West. Robo-dinosaurs. Wow, those waves rolling in look really nice. Yeah, so, where was I? Right, we've played Horizon Zero Dawn on the stream before. If you're familiar with the first part, that might be where you know it from. And this is Horizon 2. You can actually see a little 2 in the middle. First time I noticed that on the logo. Yes. And so here's the thing. There is a pretty big story in the original Horizon. So if you haven't seen Horizon, don't worry. They put a recap movie into the extras of this game, which we will play at the beginning. So you will be up to speed. That said, of course, the recap movie will spoil a good chunk of the main twist of the original Horizon game. So, they're not too deep on the detail, at least. I'm happy about that. But in general, you can expect that they will probably reference some things from Horizon 1. So, if you've never played Horizon Zero Dawn, maybe you should sit out this stream and go to my YouTube account first and watch the original Horizon Zero Dawn playthrough first, and then come back here and watch this. If you're now on YouTube, of course, you know, it should be somewhere not far from this one. So, yeah, that's what I would recommend, because it's a really cool story, and it's kind of sad to miss that. Apart from that, not really much to say. I've played a little bit into this game while testing whether I can actually stream. I'm using a 2 PC setup, or rather a 1 PS4, 1 PC setup to stream this. So, hence the PlayStation being on the other side of the room, with a good chunk of HDMI cable connecting the two. But that means that there shouldn't really any problems, because this game seems to be running well on the PS4, and the PC is just capturing the HDMI output, so none of them is running an encoder and a game at the same time. That said, of course, this game came out for PS5 as well, so I expect there will be slight stuttering maybe in some places, as they've probably designed it more for PS5 than PS4. But hey, I don't have a PS5. Those things are incredibly hard to get, and also I'm not really a fan of controllers, so I've tried the PS4 as my first console, actually. Back a couple years ago. I bought this one, and it's a good machine. It's not very expensive, but I already have a gaming PC, and Horizon Zero Dawn actually came out for PC a few years ago as well. So I don't really see why I should get another... Well, I guess the Spider-Man games are still exclusives for now. We will see what happens to those. They're all by SIE, Sony Interactive... What is it? I don't know what the E stands for anymore. Sorry. Anyway. So it's kind of weird that one would come out and one would not come out for PC, but who knows what they're doing, what their plan is. I mean, as long as they have some exclusives, of course there's still the temptation to just get a PlayStation, but as I said, I don't know if I will get another PlayStation. Just because, it was... I've got a bunch of games that I played. We recently played Uncharted here that had come out for PC about a month earlier. So, so Uncharted, The Lost Legacy, of course, was the last one I played. The regular Uncharted game had been available for PC for a while already. Journey that I bought for this PlayStation is available on PC. What else I don't know. It's just a whole bunch of games that used to be exclusives that are available now. So, and as I said, I prefer mouse and keyboard, which you can attach a keyboard for typing, but not for playing. But yeah, I've enjoyed this one. I've gotten a bunch of games out of it. I've got to play a bunch of games earlier. I got to play the Spider-Man games, which was good. So I don't regret this purchase, but I did it as a test. I wanted to find out, do I like a controller? Do I like a console? And I have it now to play this game day 1 instead of, well, day 3. So there's that. Okay, let's do the following. Dive into the recap movie, and then we will dive into the start of the game, which is a little tutorial, and then we'll continue with the game. And I'll let you know where the point is, where I stopped testing, which is fairly early on, before I yak forever here. Okay, recap movie, go!
Through a lifetime spent in the pursuit of knowledge, one question consumed me. How did our world come to be? The old ones perished 1,000 years ago, triggering the extinction of all life. She showed me how it was reborn. A little outcast girl, ignorant of her own importance. Through her, I learned that life was only saved through a technological miracle. Zero Dawn. A terraforming system composed of 9 subordinate functions, each playing its part to reshape Earth from a barren rock to a lush landscape. Tended and protected by the machines. And with her, I learned the deepest secret of them all. The secret of her birth. That she is a clone of Elizabeth Subek, Zero Dawn's creator. Born to prevent a new extinction. driven by Hades, a malevolent AI, given sentience by a mysterious signal of unknown origin. And with a little help from me, she prevailed in a great battle at the city of Meridian, becoming a champion for all humankind. But as useful as she has been, now I must leave her behind. For as she strives to put right what Hades sundered, I have made a new discovery. One that heralds both destruction and opportunity.
That looks a lot better than it looked when I played it in game, I have to say. No, not a criticism. This game looks really nice, so no complaints. Also, by the way, I turned off the motion blur, so this could look a little smoother if you like your picture to look washed out. I don't like motion blur, as you can tell, so I've turned that off, making the game look a little chunkier. Okay, new game. We'll play on easy because that's what we played last time. We do have the option of story difficulty, which would usually be the stuff we'd pick, but I thought for consistency, let's continue and see if we can make it. Alright, easy. We'll go with guided since we had that last time, and it's easy enough to get lost on this game. Go, go, go. Earth, the far future. Nature has reclaimed the ruins of our forgotten civilization, but humanity lives on in primitive tribes. In this new wilderness, they fight for survival against the machines, fearsome mechanical creatures... Something, something. Autosaves, yeah, manual saves at campfires. Fearsome mechanical creatures that protect the natural world. Okay.
I'm running out of time, Elizabeth. The land is dying. People are suffering. Soon, they'll starve. All because of a terraforming system that's spiraling out of control. And only I can fix it. Only I have your genetic code. It won't be long before we hit the point of no return. And then... extinction. I've been searching for months for what I need. A backup of Gaia, the AI you designed to control the system. But every time I think I have a lead, it comes to nothing. And every night, I have the same dream. I'm walking under a brilliant night sky, through a field of flowers. And when I arrive at the center, I see you, Elizabeth. Waiting for me. Even though you've been dead for 1,000 years. You're the closest person I've ever had to a mother. And for a moment, I I feel whole. But it never lasts. I'm always left alone. This world is your legacy, Elizabeth. I won't let it slip away. The valley below is my only remaining lead. My last hope to find the backup. I'll do whatever it takes to get it. I promise. Varl?
If it isn't Aloy, the savior of Meridian, anointed of the Nora.
You know I hate being called that stuff.
Well, consider it a punishment for running out on us the very same night we beat Hades.
I grew up an outcast. Remember, I'm not much for parties.
Yeah. That one was in your honor. Just saying. So, what are we doing? Must be urgent since you left so fast. Delving into ancient ruins? Or maybe it has something to do with the Blight.
Both, actually, but, I should...
Oh, no. I've been tracking you a long way. It's okay. After everything you've done to help the Nora and my family, I swore an oath to help you, no matter what. You're stuck with me now. Like bark on wood.
Okay, but if you're going to come with me, you'll need to be able to see what I see.
A focus? Never thought I'd get your second sight.
I'll give you another one later and show you how to back up your data.
Data?
Information on the device. We've got a lot to cover. I'll have to explain everything as we go.
You see like this all the time?
Since I was a little girl. Come on. Shall we? All right, I got a couple of scrapes on the way here. We should find some medicinal plants, stock up. So it's time for your first lesson with the focus.
Sounds good. Let's get started. These plants don't look like the ones in the Sacred Lands.
The focus helps you see the ones we need. There. Those plants by the stream should do the trick.
Alright. It's a nice take on a tutorial, you know, saying, oh yeah, we have, you know, you need to learn the plants again because you're in a different area now. Also, it's interesting to see how they redid the UI. Like, if you look in the lower left, you can't see the lower right well behind me. but basically they've reduced it a lot. Like, it's smaller, it's more angular than the previous games. Also, that you have a counter how much plants you can pick up. You see, for me, it says 8 out of 10 now, so I guess we can pick up 10. When I tried this game at the start, though, one thing it did is if I pick up more than 10, it actually puts them in my inventory, but I haven't found any way to get them back out again. And it doesn't take them out automatically. Alright, so...
Bitter?
Yeah, well, at least they make you feel better. Alright, we should keep going.
Might want to grab more of these plants along the way.
Yeah, good idea.
Huh. I just picked up the last one and it didn't fill up to 10 again. That's weird. Was that because I did it before? Oh well. Let me just quickly... Oops, there's a map here. Okay. Options was here. Okay. Settings, and let's see... Audio. Oh, I think actually subtitle background, yes. And here, turn the music down a tiny bit, and the sound effects a little more. Alright. They have some good settings here, like the trim tinnitus sounds. You hear from a lot of people who have tinnitus that basically it, like, hearing tinnitus-like sounds actually, you know, makes them get tinnitus again if it's been low so far. So tinnitus, for those who don't know, is that ringing in the ears. And so, it's pretty cool to hear that they let you turn that off. You know, I mean, it makes, for someone who hears, who doesn't have a tinnitus or doesn't have a strong one like me, you know, it's actually a nice effect that if you're kind of in the middle of an explosion or something, that they would give you okay, nothing special anywhere here. This game doesn't really seem to reward exploring except with a nice view, I guess. But anyway, it's a nice effect to make it clear how much you've just been whacked in the head by that explosion. Alright, so I guess let's go to the ancient ruins. Tap X while moving forward to vault onto obstacles. I think that's what we did. Ooh. Hello?
Ugh. Oh, whatever I just touched was slimy.
I'll take your word for it.
Alright.
Those ruins. That's where we need to go.
I see a few ways down. What are we after exactly?
The backup? Well, It's an AI. It's hard to explain. Think of it like a set of instructions that can fix the world.
Sounds complicated. Noticed you're, traveling light these days.
Yeah, I, ran into some trouble on the way here. Lost a lot of my gear.
That's also a nice, you know, like, it's a cliche, you know, like, kind of you need, in this kind of games, you want a progression from, you know, from the start of game to the end of game, where you unlock more and more abilities and
You really traveled a long way
weapons.
to get here. I almost caught up to you a couple times too. But it's not easy keeping up with a machine rider.
You always were a good tracker.
And so this is kind of, you know, a good way to say, and you know, you have to think also, it's not just, you know, if they only had to think about people who had played the original game, then of course they could just say, well, give you these weapons and pile more on top or something. I mean, that makes balancing the game hard, but you know, it's not impossible. But on the other hand, you kind of want to be able to sell this game to new people. So you kind of need a smooth start for new people to the franchise. Oh, a butterfly. And it disappeared. There it is. Oh, pretty butterflies. Anyway, and so, you know, you need to kind of, if there's a completely new player, you need to gradually expose them to the game. On the other hand, and, you know, introduce them to each weapon. And on the other hand, of course, it's easier if you can just assume at the start they have fewer weapons and then slowly introduce them to each one again. And of course, if you're a player who has played Horizon before, you can both introduce them to this is how the game works. Remember, you know, like, because it's been a few years probably since they've played the original Horizon. Or, you know, like me, they might have played it on PC, which is completely different than controller. And maybe if they needed to move around some keyboard assignments on the controller, then that's also a problem. So it's kind of a nice excuse, even if a little bit cliche, that she goes and says, hey, I ran into some trouble and lost it. You don't need to specify it some more. And it doesn't make a look...
Here, but we can use the line to slide down.
Yeah. But you... I get confused by her pointing out that these ropes are used for sliding down. Okay,
Find
take off.
anything good?
A few supplies.
Okay, we could slide down these ropes. I think there was a cooler way that I didn't quite manage to push the buttons for. So let's try the other way. What was I about to say? Yeah, and it doesn't make her look unprepared, like she would have walked out here to investigate the Blight without weapons. And of course here it gives her... It gives the game also the ability to not have you...
Are you gonna jump? Go for a swim?
Fastest way down.
Tap circle before the apex of a jump towards water to perform a swan dive. Okay, that was what I did wrong. I think it was I misread the button. Okay, so let's do that. Because that wasn't in the previous game. Okay, swan dive didn't work, but ooh. Some more stuff. Alright. And Varl is here with us as well. He, for those of you who haven't played the previous game, he's the son of the war... What's her name? War Master? Something like that. Basically the lady who protected the entire tribe. The general, so to say. Okay, it just says Varl. So we've met him before.
Glenhawks.
Salvaging machine carcasses as usual. And there they go.
Looks like they left a carcass behind.
Alright. That's a nice waterfall. Really nice. They're really doing a good job. This looks really nice. So, one thing I didn't realize when they announced the game, and only recently realized, is... Oops, he's moonwalking heavily. That the Forbidden West, of course, since you know, since this game is kind of set in the US, just thousands of years after, that we're basically in San Francisco now, or at least California somewhere. So I'm kind of wondering whether there will be any landmarks that we'll see. I'm trying to remember if we saw anything in the original Zero Dawn. I don't think I saw any obviously recognizable buildings, but maybe that was just me not having seen that many cities. Oh, there's the stairs here. They're leading you pretty well in this game. I really like that as well. It's if you're lost, they want you to get lost, or to at least they want you to be searching, you know, as part of the story.
A lot of arrows in that machine. Better take a closer look. Someone took down this machine recently.
Who else would come here?
I don't know. We better craft some arrows of our own. There might be trouble up ahead.
There's some ridgewood by the stream.
So basically, very slow tutorial here again to just remind you.
Now to craft some arrows.
Oh, L1 is the weapon wheel, okay. And I can, future ammo I can select using the analog sticks, okay.
Done.
Me too. Arrows ready.
Okay, and Ridgewood we can collect a little more.
There's a ladder, but can't reach it from here.
Nothing a well-placed arrow can't knock free. Just
And
have
that's...
to target the lock.
I think that's actually something new. Huh. Here's 10 out of 10. So now if I collect this one, it just says inventory instead of medicinal pouch. So not 100% sure. Oh, and did you notice that I think we had walking and swimming in the previous game, but I'm not sure if we actually had diving anywhere. So being able to jump down. And I think usually they kind of went with, you know, there were a few lakes that you swam through to get to the other side, but I think in general they avoided deep water. So that's an interesting added mechanic that I'm actually slightly worried about. And I mean, a lot of these are kind of standard mechanics in stealth games these days, like in Assassin's Creed or something, you'd find the same. And especially... Whoops, that was the wrong button. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering, no, you cannot hit Varl.
That did it.
Okay.
After you.
Anyway, where was I? Are you climbing up?
By the goddess. What was this place?
I don't know. The transmission... The, message I found didn't say. Only that a backup might be here. We need to find a way in. So, what happened after I left Meridian?
Well, there was a fuss when people realized you were gone. But then some of us figured you only would have left if it were for something important.
You were right about that.
Jungle Goldthorn. Goldthorn pepper. Not sure what that is for. Oh.
The blight's not just poisoning plants. It's killing animals too.
Then people will get sick too. And starve.
We're not gonna let that happen.
Aww. A cute little fox. Remember at the start of the first game where I went like, nah, I'm not going to kill these animals, we don't need them. And then all the gear upgrades were basically shoot the cute foxes. I think that's supposed to be the sound of a fox or something. So of course I've been here before, so I know where we should be going. So I'll be going the opposite way and exploring, and ignoring the heavy-handed hints from the game. Oh, pry open. R2. That's new. And that's apparently a cargo crate. Well, it's a car at least. How come it's... Kiloon, hi. No, this is PS4, not PS5. Just regular... Good old PS4 with the motion blur turned off. At least I think I turned it off. It looks kind of blurry. So let's make sure that starting the game new didn't... wait. Visual... Motion blur off. No, yeah. I guess the depth of field simulation makes it look blurry sometimes. does still feel like they're... I don't know. Alright, let's collect... wait, let's see. We can get 5 points. But you see, it says like I have
Down this way.
5. I have 5 in my inventory, and I'm still only on 9.
Get to the grass.
Never seen one of those before.
Me neither. Those dead machines have it on alert.
How do you want to handle it?
The focus can help us. We can scan the machine before we make our move.
Okay.
Give it a second. Okay. See how parts of it are glowing? Those are its weak spots.
Got it. Its eye. It's a weak spot.
Right. Okay,
I'm ready.
concentrate.
Okay. That's a
Another
lot
one's coming.
harder to hit than the usual Watcher.
How does the focus know all that?
It reads data on the machine.
Like a hunter studying its prey?
Yeah, kind of.
And that's also interesting that we get some
So after
backstory.
the fuss over me leaving, what did everyone else do?
Well, as soon as the celebration was over, my mother led the rest of the Nora home. The Sun King put his people to work rebuilding the city, and I set out to find you. Someone shot this machine too.
I should have grabbed the healing plant after healing myself. But okay, I think there's enough around to fill up full.
I see another ladder. Looks like it's stuck.
Okay. Lots of resources here, that's nice. They're being kind to us at the start. Let's see, is there anything else we missed here? Oh, there's more Ridgewood at least. And I know that I'll soon enough be wanting for these. And you know I'm a loot goblin, so this will totally all get collected. I wonder what will happen with the medicinal berries that we're collecting here. You know, in excess of the 10 we can carry, so I think they still have the limits we had before, and you will have to unlock getting more health, which, you know, it's fair in a game like this. And Hello, Killoon395, by the way. I somehow was so distracted by the game and the dialogue starting that I didn't get around to actually say hi. If you're still here and you didn't run because this isn't PS5 and you wanted to know how that works. Interesting, these are buildings. I guess this was a parking garage. Let's see if we can crack. No, it doesn't look like we can go up there. Okay, I guess we're not supposed to crack these. I was hopeful because we earlier found a car that actually lets you can be opened like a container. But alright. I can't talk to you, okay. So I guess another opportunity to practice our shooting.
Got it.
Is there anything else here? It's interesting though, I don't think we had a full-on companion with us in the previous game, so that's also a quite an interesting new addition, and we'll see how far this will go. I think we had a few times where... Did we have a moment where someone was following us? I think Nil just... Yeah, I guess Nil kind of followed us. I think most of them, though, did their own thing.
You said you've had a focus since you were a child, right?
Yeah. Found my first one when I fell into a ruin. Got the others from an old cache not long ago. It's good to have extras.
It's interesting, all the stuff she has with her. So that little bag is, I think, the medicine pouch. That is our quiver of arrows. That bag on the back, I don't know. The rope we use occasionally when grappling down. And the other bag at her hand, I don't really know what that is next to the medicine pouch either. So those two bags, I guess one is probably for rocks, maybe? Because we do have those, apparently. Again. Not that we used them much in the previous game. Okay, and square is crouch. I'll probably never remember that. Although I guess when we have to sneak... Oh, I forgot some ridgewood up here. I'm tempted to jump back down. Okay,
Going into a ruin of the old ones. Goddess protect us.
We'll be okay, Varl.
I like that he kind of still has the...
Through here.
Oh. That's interesting. That's kind of a old-fashioned letter. So who built this? I'm kind of hoping that if I can't use these things, and if they don't auto-refill, Okay, so I guess... I wonder if this thing on the top of these cars, either these are, you know, supposed to be military bots that just kind of look like cars, or these are, you know, self-driving cars.
Looks like the blight spread here too.
Okay, first thing I notice, I don't think this is the same way I took the first time. Like, I ran around here searching first and didn't actually find the way up back there, I think. I'm not 100% sure though. What are those bumping sounds? It sounds a bit like there's something dangerous back there. Alright, I hope you're not all annoyed by the excessive looting. But you know, I played the first
Don't
game.
think there's a way through.
We've already found the way through, don't worry. Oh, you mean here? Or maybe... Ah, yeah, there's more to pry open. Ooh, what's this? Ancient metal eye, okay. I wonder, like, how they decide where Varl will go. Like, if they, like, every time they place a car that you can open, they place some marker for him where he can stand aside and not be in the way. Or how they, why he walked around the side like that.
That way.
Yeah, okay. Oh, what's this? A little bit of river, okay. So they just blocked that off with shrubbery, that's fine. Yeah, here is where I originally ran around and didn't really find a way. And here's an invisible wall, by the way. And I think here yeah, Aloy can't go up here. But Varl can, of course. Which is kind of like, what? So I wonder if that's a bug and Aloy is supposed to be walking up there, or if Varl is bugged, or whatever. But on the other hand, I did walk this way back there. I don't know, I guess I just more naturally found it this time.
Welcome to the Far Zenith launch facility.
Far Zenith? I know they made some tech trades with Zero Dawn, but why would they have a backup of Gaia?
Please register with reception for the tour.
I guess they want us to check in with them?
He's taking these talking holograms with quite some equanimity.
Please hold for identiscan. Access denied. Please wait here for personnel to assist you. Dr. Sobek.
Okay. I guess they weren't on great terms with Elizabeth. Well, Let's find a way in.
I like that too, that,
Please hold for identiscan. Access denied. Credentials not recognized.
I guess it doesn't like me either.
it's kind of nice, for one, you know, that he would try, okay, what happens when Aloy does it, what happens when I do it. But, you know, that she is, of course, in the database as the template for her clone is kind of a cool little detail. I mean, you know, not super special or anything like that, but, wait, wasn't there... Oh, over there. I thought there was a second box with stuff. Anything else here? I don't think there was.
Looks like a dead end.
But anyway, it's cool that that Varl would have you know, that Varl would try that, and also that Varl wouldn't quite understand. You know, he says, oh, it doesn't like me as well, but it really just means, well, it doesn't know you. Because you're a naturally born person from 1,000 years after they built their database. So of course your DNA isn't on record. Oops, did we lose Varl? Ah, he's back there still. Playing with, yeah, I guess that's his point of interest in this spot. I find that fascinating, that you do that during map design. You know, to create,
I should be able to pry this open.
again, R2, pry open. That, you know, you give an NPC certain points that you mark up, and when they walk by, if there is a little bit of a delay or something, they'll just play with these
There's
points.
climbing gear. Guess someone dropped in from above.
I also like that it explains, like, okay, someone found a way to climb above and come down, and so that explains why our doors down here are still closed and stay open after we're done, you know?
Whoever left this here might have also shot those machines we found earlier.
So where are they now?
And by the way, yes, that fire kind of hurts. Oh, wait. I did it the wrong way around again. I should remember to first heal, then gather the berries.
Ugh, what's that stench?
I think this is the point... Uh-oh. I think this, yeah, this is something I haven't seen. So I saw this fire, and that's where I decided, okay, I'm not going to play anymore. So for the second hour of this stream...
Entire camp. Wiped out. They must have come here to delve for scrap.
Acid. That explains the smell. And it looks like something big came in from above.
Crashed right through the camp. And then through the wall. I should take a look at the rubble in that gap.
Okay. Those look like Osirams, so our blacksmithing friends. Anything left? So I guess that clonk clonk sound is that like, was this recently? Or was this a while ago? And again, they gave him a little point of interest, so he would be, you know, out of the way of anything we might want to interact with.
Whatever came through here brought this down as it went out. If I can dislodge some of the debris, we might be able to squeeze through. Maybe I can find something to help in the camp.
Aloy, over here. I think I got something. It's some kind of Osirum prototype, I think. This hook looks like it can latch onto things.
And this gear pulls it back.
It looks broken, but maybe we can repair it. Hook it to the debris.
And pull it out. That could work. The focus can help us search the camp and identify anything we can use to fix the tool. My focus picked up a couple of things to check out.
Poor guy. Acid burned right through his armor.
I like that, that we're now getting to teach other Nora.
A lot of supplies here. I guess they plan to stay a while.
Now we get to examine that stuff.
Machine cable. Stronger than rope.
That's a... Well, you know, this game is great, first. Let's say that again. Or Horizon was great, and this looks to be more of the same, at least. I haven't finished this game, so maybe saying this game... But no, so far this game is great, so yeah, it's great. Until proven otherwise. But one tiny niggle I have with it is things like this, that you cannot just examine stuff, and you know, sometimes stuff doesn't unlock as examinable, and especially for scavengers, you know. It would have kind of been nice to just be able to search all this stuff, and then her just saying, oh well, I picked up some of their machine cable. That would actually work in this case. I mean, yes, they want it to be a tutorial. So they wanted to say, okay, it's the focus we use to search for stuff. Workbench. Flat working surface with a sorted tool can be used to upgrade gear. Oh. But I guess not yet by us. I guess we'll use that in a moment, probably. Once we've collected all we need. I'm kind of worried that this acid will probably become a gameplay mechanism. Like in the previous game, we had the corruption that would sit on the floor, and the... What were the other called? Demons in the expansion? And they dripped something on the floor as well. And so, I'm kind of expecting that they'll give us extra things to watch out for by having acid in places. Examine rucksack, which is a German word, by the way.
Part of a machine. Could help fix the gears. Alright, I think I have what I need to repair the tool. Or maybe even make something better.
You could use this workbench.
Yep, okay, now it's the Delver's Tools, schematics discovered. Oh, is that a new thing that we will maybe even be able to buy schematics? I love it that he has a bucket for a head. These are a lot harder to destroy than the one the Nora had. You really showed it. Oh man, Mr. Sarcasm over there. But yeah, I guess they're doing a lot with the... Okay, let's play with it. Okay, let's see what happens if we step into this green stuff. Okay, yeah, it hurts.
This stuff burns.
You're accumulating acid damage. Consume a cleanse potion to remove negative status effect. Okay, so we only took a little bit. I don't think we have cleanse potions yet. Do we? Inventory, outfits, tools, ammo, resources, special gear. What's this? Broken tool, machine cable, and machine scrap. Okay. So that's just special quest items. Okay. I love it, by the way, if they go and, you know, say you've collected something during a quest and give you an item for that, you know? That just... I love that. Because it just, like, it makes the game interface seem more real, you know? And you have, at least I do, you know, like, have a certain suspension of disbelief. And the moment you then you know, and so the inventory kind of becomes what you have with you. And if the game says, oh, you picked up X and then it's not in there, then suddenly it takes me out again. You know, kind of reminds you, oh yeah, this is just... There are different parts to this game, and this just keeps the illusion up. So that's always good. So let's see how a workbench works. Pull caster is what they call it now. Okay, we've had trip caster, and what was the other one? Bowcaster or something? No, Bowcaster was Star Wars, wasn't it? That, I think, was Chewbacca's crossbow. An improved version of a Delver's prototype tool that can latch onto and pull objects. Also enables grappling to specific points. Okay. Costs 1 broken tool, 1 machine cable, and 1 machine scrap. Okay, then craft. Special gear obtained. Accept. Okay. Continue the story to discover this item. That's a bit telling, you know, that that this interface is not a real crafting interface.
There. Pull caster. Now to test it on the debris.
The pullcaster is a versatile tool that allows you to manipulate objects in the environment that have a graded pattern. Oh, okay. So this start of the game is a lot more, hey, we've got mechanics for you, and a lot less natural introduction. That's interesting. I don't know if that was just... You know, like that feels like something they should have done in dialogue. To wield the pull caster, hold L2 and tap triangle. Okay, I'll have to remember that, I guess. To fire the pull caster, hold R2. Okay, so tapping triangle switches from the bow to that. Okay, I missed that second step. Ah, and now I have to hold it. And I guess that pulls it out. Okay. Ah. Well, clear the rubble with the pull caster. Okay, I guess we have to clear a little more. Oh, but this time we actually stepped in fire. Okay. Okay, aim again. Switch to the pull caster and hold. And pull some more.
Whoa!
That worked better than I thought.
It kind of, that she still actively has to pull herself, you know, kind of that she has to, like, this physically doesn't make any sense. It would have been kind of cooler if this was a device, you know, that you know, either had like something force field like, so it would just stay in position, or if it just had a spike that goes in the floor, you know. Because like her holding it in her hands means that thing can pull as strongly as it wants. She's the weak link. So this would never pull more strongly than she can. Oh. How low you want to be banned? By followers. Spam. Report. Okay. Interesting that you can specify a reason. Alright, sorry about that. And now let's see.
Well, it doesn't look like there's an easy way out of here. I should scan the area. We have to find a way to keep going.
Oh, there's a glowing platform over there.
Huh. What's this thing for?
Exactly. Use your focus to learn more about your surroundings and solve puzzles. Hold R3. This is Varl. Data console, standard holographic access point.
Huh. I might be able to get up there.
Exposed framework capable of supporting human weight can be grappled when in range. Okay, I wonder if those will always show up as those. I guess they show up. Okay, that's interesting. Jump and tap X to attach to grapple points. Okay, but first, let's play with this subtle thing.
Whoa.
Good morning. I'm Oswald Dalgard, and it is my pleasure to introduce you to Far Zenith. Forget what you think you know about us. Our truth is simple. We say reach for the stars, even if you have to cross 8.6 light years of space to get there. Please proceed into the auditorium, where we'll unveil our plans.
Wonder what's in this auditorium.
Guess we'll find out.
It's interesting that well, first, Far Zenith is a really show-off name, I think. Like, Zenith is part, as far as I remember, is like the top of something. And Far? What was that rumble? That doesn't sound good. Ooh, colorful water. And by the way, he did the Steve Jobs hand gesture, or well, a general presenter's hand gesture, I guess. Jump and tap X to attach to grapple points. But jumping is tapping X. Okay, they forgot to mention that you
Wow.
have to aim.
That worked.
That pullcaster's useful. Too bad there's only one.
Don't worry, I'll find you another way up.
Okay, extra puzzle. Having to find him a way through. Okay, there's some sort of indicator. So I guess we could have jumped up or we could have pull cast. Okay, drop is square. Okay, that's... I think it usually always was circle. Kind of the cancel key. Tap X while sprinting to perform a long jump. Okay, yeah, I know that one. Running jump, I'm familiar with that. But these X's kind of sound like... Can I shoot this? Nope, okay. So whatever makes these X's show up, I don't know. Nope. That was dumb. Okay, go back. I realized too late that I would have to run, of course. Oh. I can actually go up there. Okay, get in range, so that means I can't. I have to first find... Oh! What was this? There's a ladder up there. I guess that's where I want to get. Can I go over there? No. Okay, so now it makes sense. I have to go around the 3 other sides to get back here. And then... Ah, okay. Haha! They're making me practice my pullcaster. Okay. So it wasn't an alternative. Alright. That's kind of cute. Okay. Whoa. This building is a little old. Nothing really to scan here. Oh, what was that? Bunker door. Blast door heavy, shielded. Seal integrity maintained. Okay, and I guess this is...
Okay, I gotta drop the ladder for Varl.
Aloy, could you lower the ladder?
Yeah.
Yeah, on it.
Oh, we can actually get back up there. Okay. So where is the ladder? Oh, there. Okay. And but how can I get...
Having fun up there?
Okay, I can't get up there.
There you go, Varl.
Thanks.
Alright. But how? I still want to get up there. There is something over there. Why? Where? How? So, can I get somewhere? Well, I guess we can, to use a grapple point, get within range. Yes, and where is the grapple point? Oh, there's one up. No, that's the one we used originally. That's the gap between them. Okay, and it doesn't look like we're supposed to be able to climb here. Yes, I know now. Okay. And there's an invisible wall here. I don't like invisible walls. They do things like keep you from loot. Okay. I guess we'll move on then.
Humans, Homo sapiens, us. We have always pushed the boundary as explorers, pioneers, trailblazers. And now Far Zenith is taking the next leap into the future. That's why we're proud to have resurrected the Odyssey. When our government's abandoned in orbit, Far Zenith will actualize in less than a decade. But that's only the beginning. When the ship is complete, we will send the Odyssey and her crew where no one's gone before. The Sirius system. There, we'll create humanity's first off-world colony. The Odyssey may take 300 years to reach it, but when we look up at the night sky, we'll know they're on their way. And in the words of our founder, the late Peter Chimvumbe, the truest form of immortality is...
Data corrupt. Playback stopped.
The old ones could fly through the sky? Between the stars?
Well, yes. Sort of. That ship, the Odyssey, it never made it to the other star. Something went wrong, and it blew up.
I was just, when we came in there and we saw the stars, I went like, oh, Far Zenith was the company that made...
Elizabeth gave them a backup of Gaia? For their colony?
Error. Public presentation file corrupted. Member recruitment file available. Do you wish to reactivate?
Yeah. Reactivate. Let's see what else they had to say.
We all know the projections. Economic instability, new biocontagions, rampant AIs. How long before another catastrophe creates unacceptable risk for the world's elite? We here at Far Zenith believe, escape the inevitable. And so we reach for the stars.
Asshole.
Now you've seen what we're building here. Infrastructure to support the Odyssey's construction. A state-of-the-art data center to facilitate rapid technological advancements. And you've seen how we're managing public perception. So invest and join us. Claim your berth on the Odyssey. Preserve your way of life beyond the concerns of Earth.
Well, they were right about the world ending. They just didn't know how. Yet.
So everything they said back there about the next step for humanity, it was all a lie. These people only cared about saving their own skin.
Yeah, well, didn't work out for them in the end. That Oswald guy mentioned a data center. There. The backup. It should be stored in there.
Won't be able to swim across.
I guess we'll have to find a way around. Come on.
I still can't believe the old ones could fly.
They were capable of a lot of things. For good and bad.
Sure seems like it. I wonder what it's like up there, among the stars. Doesn't look like we can get across the river here.
We'll find a way. Let's keep going.
This is pretty... I like it. But yeah, he's like the total... another rich guy, you know, out for himself. That was really well characterized. And I guess that's, you know, it's, of course it's a little ridiculous that, especially with Elizabeth apparently not, you know, being a welcome guest here or whatever. Although I guess, you know, she just wasn't an invited guest because she's not one of the rich people, I guess. Or not the right kind of rich people, at least, you know, so, you know, maybe they didn't invite her because they knew she wasn't interested, but then that she can just call up a completely different presentation here wouldn't really make sense from a security system sort of way. You know, anywhere, anyone could have said, hey, show me a recruitment presentation.
Really grown over this place.
Flashy waypoints.
My focus might be able to help here.
Show off.
Okay, the pullcaster looks really useful. I was afraid it would be more like it is in some MMOs, where there's just certain spots where they didn't, you know, where it didn't make sense to have a bridge or whatever, but you have to just progress without much trouble, that they would just put a spot there and that's it. But this actually feels like a good thing. I don't know, it's a little too obvious here with these dots highlighting it.
I should be able to pull that thing out of the wall.
Really? L2, then tap to equip the pullcat. Now that's better. This summary is better than before, you know, the combined one. And it actually says equip the pullcaster. And then hold R2 to actually use it. Excuse me. Alright, let's see.
Deeper into the creepy ruin we go.
But yeah, so the moment, you know, I saw those stars, I went, oh, okay, yeah, wasn't there this spaceship thing? Might that have been called Far Zenith? And I think that was, you know, like we saw that in the previous game, so yeah, that makes sense. Well, we heard about it at least. But you know, it was just background story kind of why Zero Dawn was the thing that they went for in the end. They were kind of hedging their bets, and that was the second option. Then, of course, yeah, what Aloy said about, oh yeah, they will, you know, oh, they probably got a copy of Gaia to run that.
Above us. What is that thing?
I don't know. Might have been what killed those Osram. Keep your guard up.
Oh, my guard is up.
Lewd.
Oh my, how lewd.
His guard is so up. I wonder, like, is that just a smaller, like, worm-like machine, or is that one of the big ones? So I think the red X's are just a new part of the focus effect and don't actually mean something. What's this? And Varl just walks into the middle of the blight, not even coughing.
Up here.
Yeah, I guess there's nothing over there. There's a bit of a hidey spot if we want it.
Careful. Don't want those things to call in some friends from underground. Alright, stepping in quietly. You take the left one. I'll deal with the one on the right.
Okay.
Okay, I guess that's the stealth tutorial now.
Moving up.
I need to sneak up on it to take it out with my spear. Can't let it see me. I should scan it first. Check its patrol path. Okay, there's its patrol path. Gotta get closer.
R1 highlight track. R2 tag target. Okay. Okay.
I can throw a rock to distract it. Get it into a position where I can sneak up and strike. Just have to wait for the right moment.
Yeah, throw a rock to distract them, or lure it into an
Time to throw.
ideal position. Whoops.
Damn! Spotted!
That was the wrong button. Yeah. Okay, it cancels me because it wants the...
Moving up.
I need to sneak up on it to take it out with my spear. Can't let it see me. I should scan it first.
I pushed...
Check its patrol path. Okay, there's its patrol path. Gotta get closer and stay out of sight. I can throw a rock to distract it. Get it into a position where I can sneak up and strike. Just have to wait for the right moment. Time to throw.
Okay. Tap to wield the... Oh, okay, that was what I did wrong.
There. Now to take it down with a spear strike. Damn! Spotted!
Yeah, that was wrong again. Okay.
Moving up.
I have to pull it closer.
I need to sneak up on it to take it out with my spear. Can't let it see me. I should scan it first. Check its patrol path.
Okay. I've already tagged it. Turn around. Let me zip. Oops.
I can throw a rock to distract it.
Okay.
Get it into a position where I can sneak up and strike. Just have to wait for the right moment.
Pull it closer. It's interesting, they've changed the game.
Time to throw. There. Now to take it down with a spear strike.
R1 is the silent strike. Okay. Okay, and Varl does the Silent Strike as well, and that's how we get through. Okay, cool. That's a nice little detail. Alright, no idea what to do next. Why can he climb up there and I can't? Okay. Nothing really to see.
More of those machines ahead.
Nothing you and I can't handle.
Oh. Okay, I guess we have to protect Varl now. Okay. Okay, so I guess...
I've got your back.
And the other one... Oh, there's a third one.
My bow's ready.
Okay. So we don't have to be quiet anymore, I suppose. But I guess we can choose to be if we want to.
Ready whenever you want to strike.
Yeah, don't worry. Just... the one over there doesn't really have a patrol path. Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Alright, now we're here in the quiet.
On your lead.
Kind of wondering, can I only highlight one track or something?
Ready whenever you want to strike.
Yeah. Okay. That went better than I expected. Because we actually were able to get him with a silent strike. I wonder if we can... All right. Okay. This one's patrolling down there, I guess. And up here. Huh. This will be fun. I wonder if I can do them all quietly. I guess we can go over here. Okay. Last one left. So we can always only highlight one track, apparently. The question is, how do I sneak up on you? Ah, over there, okay. So I hope we're hidden enough here that this will just work. You won't spot us. And then we'll go back and loot a little bit, I hope.
Got them all.
A little.
I've been meaning to mention, I noticed you have a new look these days.
Yeah, I know. Didn't have a lot of time to shave when I was trying to catch up to you. Don't worry, it's not permanent.
Good.
Sorry my whiskers offend you, anointed.
Sorry, my whiskers offend you, anointed. It's good shit that she's having none of it. Like, she just goes, oh, I don't like it. Ah, okay. This would have been another spot to observe. Sent to your stash. So I guess we have an overflow inventory now. That's kind of nice that you can... I wonder how far that will go. Like if we have basically an infinite inventory now and some of it just goes into, you know, you don't have it readily available, but at least you don't have to leave it behind. Kind of like some games let you cache, mark stuff for retrieval.
Looks like this little guy got caught up in the blight. I couldn't escape.
I hope it didn't suffer long.
The blight's made its way in here, too.
So many. I think they only have that one cute fox that they can put on the ground to indicate, yeah, that was blight here. It's interesting that the focus doesn't really recognize the blight as anything. Oh, wait, there was something there. Burrower. Because, I mean, the focus can recognize medicinal plants. But why can't it... Oh, that's from the Ossaram, I guess? Okay, that's another...
The Osram must have used explosives against the machines.
They managed to get a couple.
It's interesting, like the different style, like the Nora kind of take them apart more, and the Ossaram here are kind of going and just blowing shit up. Which, you know, like the image of a blacksmith is, you know, a big hammer and a sword, and you just boom, boom, and you're strong, you know, so I guess it kind of fits that impression. Although, of course, if you know, like, you know, there's a lot of fine work involved in blacksmithing.
Looks like there was a barricade here. Machines must have broken through.
Interesting. It's interesting, we've been collecting stuff so long, we're about at 200 metal shards only.
I'll keep this for later.
Guess that Osram didn't have a chance to use it.
Okay, finally we have our first thing to switch. We can now do rocks or a health potion. This looks cool, like just with the tree roots and everything, and the whatever else that is hanging down here. The water is, it's like this scary Viking cave. It's really, I have to
Careful.
say,
Traps ahead.
Huh. Might be able to disarm them.
they have a lot of variety in the scenery this time, more than in the previous game, I think. The previous game, it was mostly, you know, the Nora land, so just regular nature. There was a little bit with, like, snow at the peaks. That was a bit of a change-up. And then, of course, the delves, where it was just, like, petrified modern human stuff. Approach them carefully and hold triangle.
There. Managed to salvage some supplies.
And not blow yourself up.
I like that
Dismantled it. And
they-
got more supplies.
they put an animation in there and the sound of, like, the balloon being inflated. That's cool. That's a nice little bit of, you know, it feels real. Before, it was just, in the previous game, there was a skill you could use to get to collect your traps again once you've set them out. And that was just, you know, pop and you had the trap back. So it's interesting that they went with all this stuff with such a kind of slow and careful disarming of traps. I guess it's kind of like Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. And he just runs in.
Looks like another camp.
While we're here, maybe we can make some traps of our own. Might come in handy against machines.
Good idea.
To craft a blast trap, hold down to open your hunter's kit. And navigate to the blast trap crafting screen. Okay, now we have an entry for a trap. Okay. We can hold
I don't
and
have
then...
the right supplies to craft a trap. But it looks like the Oseram shot off some machine parts. I might be able to scrounge up enough materials from them.
So blast paste is what it's now called. Okay. Ah, and here we can we can pick what to craft. So that's actually smaller now, and you don't have to go into the full menu anymore. Interesting change. Alright. So I guess we'll collect some ingredients then that they've left for us. Chill water. Oh god, that was Varl. I was just going, oops. Okay, we've got blast paste.
I can use this.
1 of 2. That's not going to be blast paste, but waste not, want not. I have to say
Should have what I need to craft a trap.
how you approach stuff in this game kind of feels, I don't know, almost too close. Alright. I think we have everything, and now I have to remember, hold down, and now craft.
There. Explosive trap made.
If anything walks into one of those, it won't know what hit it.
I guess we can make a second one.
Over here, Aloy. I think I see a way up.
Okay. Yeah, heavy hinting from the game again. You don't need to hint at me that strongly. Oh, okay. Okay, I guess that works as well for both of us. And I guess I could have been a show-off and... I had hoped that he would say something like, show off or something.
Machine's ahead.
Don't think they spotted us.
I better scan them.
Alright, and this sadly will be where we end our stream today.
I've seen this machine before. A scrounger.
That's new to me. Let's see where its weak points are.
Maybe we could place one of those traps you made in its path.
Okay, so they kind of created new variants Like, this looks a lot like a scrapper, and the name isn't that different either. But they still bothered to give it a new name. Also interesting that you kind of... it snaps to an enemy and turns you along with it. That's interesting. Okay. So this is where we'll call it a day for today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And yeah, we will continue this tomorrow at the same time, 7 a.m. to 9. Yes, and that's basically it. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and we'll find out what the story actually brings tomorrow, I guess, when we get further in here. Yeah. So, yeah. Remember, our streams are now Tuesdays to Fridays, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central European Time, or 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. PST, Monday to Thursday, of course, in US time, PST. So the morning streams are evening streams in the US. We also, of course, still have our Sunday afternoon streams at 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central European Time, or 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. in PST. So the afternoon streams are actually morning streams in the US. I hope you will drop by. On our Sunday streams we are playing Quern, which is a first-person puzzle adventure. And for this week we will be continuing Horizon Zero Dawn during our weekday streams, the 4 days of the week we have. If you are interested in programming streams, I will probably play Horizon Forbidden West for a little longer. But I kind of plan, once we're a little more into the flow of Horizon, to insert the occasional programming stream. Currently, I'm kind of thinking Friday might be a good point. So thank you for watching, and hopefully see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.